Music has always permeated my life. I don't know if there was music at my conception, but I'm sure that my mom sang to me before I was born, because she has filled my life with music ever since, starting with the lullaby she used to sing to me. Hush, my dear, lie still in slumber, holy angels guide thy way. My dad, once upon a time, used to affirm my place in his universe by singing, You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. There were Saturday night sleepovers with my mom's parents, whom I called Boo and Owie, listening to the Lawrence Welk Show. And a one, and a two. And sleepovers at my dad's family with Grandma, Grandpa, and Aunt Melba, watching Hee Haw. I'm a pickin' and I'm a grinnin'. When I was 6 years old, some friends of the family showed me their 8-track tape player with their brand new 8-track tape of John Denver's greatest hits. I begged for both for my 7th birthday, and thus began my relationship with John and his music. With my huge Princess Leia-esque headphones on, I would fall asleep listening to his music fill up my senses. If there's anything to the science of subliminal messages, that is when some of my universal theology began to take place. John sang, Is a jewel just a pebble that has found a way to shine? Is a hero's blood more righteous than a hobo's sip of wine? Music played through my adolescence. All the childhood games, sing a song, and all the family games of Name That Tune, humming game on long car trips. Learning to whistle until I could match every note on the Andy Griffith Show. Watching my grandpa whistle a bobwhite quail up on the porch. All the church choirs to which I belonged, This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, and It only takes a spark to get a fire going. Boom, boom, boom. My junior roommate at the North Carolina School of Science and Mathematics complained that I had not come to see her in the gospel choir, so invited me to a rehearsal at the end of which I was included in the head count to sing the next week at a Black History Month event. When I argued that I didn't even know what song they were singing, I was told it was America the Beautiful, and they were pretty sure I knew all the words. So, I was a little white girl graciously welcomed into the fold of the gospel choir. They even invited me to direct one of the songs. The Lord is blessing me right now. Right now. There have been many choirs between then and now, but none have consistently evoked the fullness of God for me, like singing with Anita and Metro's choir. Whether it's singing an old favorite or a Brett Christopherson original, Metro's choir, especially housed in the acoustics of the sanctuary, is, to quote James Taylor, a heavenly band full of angels coming to set me free. Whether it's hearing a once 7-year-old Ari play fiddle at a Metro coffee house, or a 97-year-old Larry Lucy play guitar as folks gathered in the basement to share a Thanksgiving meal. Whether it's listening to Anita and Wilma sing in concert with Angelica, or Emmylou Harris sing in concert under the stars at Lincoln Center. Whether it's riding a camel at Mount Sinai at 3 o'clock in the morning singing, We Three Kings of Orient are, as I glimpsed the figures of other people on their camels silhouetted against the almost full moon, or singing Amazing Grace in the amphitheaters of the Middle East and Greece, or singing John Rutter's For the Beauty of the Earth beneath the dome of St. Paul's Cathedral, or singing Nancy Griffith's It's a hard life, a very hard life. It's a hard life wherever you go, on a work site in Belfast with Habitat for Humanity. Or bouncing around the room, shaking our fists in the air with my friend Nancy to Mary Chapin Carpenter's He Thinks He'll Keep Her. Or dancing around the house with my friend Louise to the drums of Olatunji. Or, incongruously as it may sound, dancing across stage with Donna singing the controversial songs of Hair whilst being a third-year divinity school student. Or singing loudly together with my niece, Nibbling, and both nephews to Van Morrison's Brown-Eyed Girl, do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-ti-da, just like that? Or singing with my mom this past Advent for Metro's Musical Moments. In the bleak midwinter. Or again, singing with Mama, somewhere beyond the sea, at the end of a silly British sitcom as the credits roll. Whether or not all of these moments cause me to experience the fullness of God, they certainly give me glimpses into the playfulness of the Almighty, of the beauty of the God who sang all of creation into being, who continues to sing us into being more than we are. And if the people are silent, even the rocks will cry out. The rain pounding on the roof, the wind rubbing the tree leaves together, the woodpecker looking for a supper, the frogs trying to find a mate, the very brave and persistent birds whose songs reach my ears between the sirens and the honkings and the hollerings of a New York street. And the ways people make music without even thinking about it. Children laughing, people applauding, a sigh, a groan, a sob. All music in its own way, all part of the universal soundtrack, all glimpses into the face of God. In light of all this music, how can I keep from singing?